All right, guys. AW Air Order. What's up, guys? Hope you're having a good Wednesday night. All right. Busy Wednesday night. A good busy Wednesday night, maybe. Hope you're all doing well. Good. Welcome to the AWO. All right. Air Order. This is the channel for pop culture stuff. If you like if you're new here and you like what you see, please subscribe and comment below. Do all that. Make sure to like. Uh, please. Do all that. Hope to see the chat start popping. As some of you may know, and some of you may not know, I got memberships, group memberships
This
down
is the
below.
channel for pop culture stuff.
Okay, for pop culture, right? Membership, group membership, 2 tiers, not overly expensive. Okay, not expensive tiers at all. Okay, about $1 and $3. And feel free to super chat me. I'll always answer super chat. Okay. I'll make sure to answer a super chat. I hope this gets popping. All right. There we go. Hope yeah, right. There we go. What we're going to talk about today is a lot of Thunderbolts stuff. There's a video I did earlier today, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that in the live stream. And also, we're taking a look at the final trailer of Thunderbolts that came out today. Okay, a final trailer because this movie is coming out in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Friday is official release date, but you all know you can see the day before the Thursday, so 2 weeks from tomorrow, which I'm gonna see 2 weeks from tomorrow. Okay? And I hope to see the chat start popping. Okay? Because we're gonna have a fun stream, I hope. And I hope you join me for that, right, guys? Hope you all join me for that. Okay? Because we're gonna start getting popping. This is gonna start popping. We're gonna start going into this trailer and discussion about open box office tracking was tracking. Now to let you all know, the numbers I put in the video I put out, the numbers that I based the video on, the video based on that's based on 4 or 5 days ago. There hasn't really been no update on what domestically the Thunderbolts box office numbers is tracking up to. It could be up from the day of the article that I looked over with on the video. That's like I said, it's 4 or 5 days ago, but it really has been no update since. So we're gonna take it. We're gonna talk about from that point, from that point in time, 5 days ago, and I assume there's gonna be an update this week on. I really do think there's gonna be an update a week on the tracking, box office tracking for Thunderbolts opening weekend domestically, at least. I do think we're gonna get a definitely an update. Yeah, and this is obviously new thumbnail, new poster, whatever. I hope you like what you see. Let's get more people to watch, guys. Come on, let's get. I want to see. Start chatting, guys. Oh, say what's up. Yeah, I know. We talked Daredevil yesterday. All right. So how are we gonna do this? Let's look at the trailer. We're gonna look at the trailer first. Maybe we'll look at the trailer first. But I want to wait for more people to come in and Blinded, because I know Blinded is planning to come in. I believe he says he's free. Well, almost there. Almost they're done with work, schoolwork. So definitely and Blind to be on. I don't know the last time he was on. I don't remember the exact date day, but I'm glad to be on. He's not busy. So this is good for us, guys. This is very, very good. Okay. Good. This is gonna be fun. 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 2 minute trailer. Yeah, 2 minute final trailer. In theaters May 2nd, which really means May 1st. Okay. But whatever. And I hope to see you guys, all right? I hope to see you guys. Come chat with me. I'm gonna wait for Blinded, but we're relatively close. Oh, Harvey Dent's here. Well, for some time. I haven't seen Harvey Dent in a while. Yeah, I can hear you. Okay. I haven't seen Harvey Dent in a while. All right. Yeah, Blind will be joining me in a bit. Okay. Did I forget to do this? Oh yeah. Oh, let me put this in. I forgot to pin that. There we go. There we go. Yeah, you see it there, guys. That's my fault. That's for new people. If you're checking out my channel first time, right? We're probably going to be this weekend. This weekend, I'm gonna probably be extremely busy. And and so yeah, this weekend is Star Celebration. Actually, it starts Friday, but if you're in Japan, so if you're on the East Coast, whatever, if you're in North America, South America, Star Celebration will technically start Thursday night. Thursday, okay. All right, let you all know because it's Star Celebration, and I'll try to keep up to date with Star Celebration this coming weekend. With started Friday, my streams might be focused on that. Who knows? It's something interesting. I hope it's interesting news from Star Wars Celebration. You really need it. But we're gonna look at Thunderbolts trailer. All right. And and we're gonna go over it. We're gonna go over it. See if I like it. I mean, so far I like the previous trailers that they released over the months leading up to this movie, starting from last year. So let's see if this one definitely lives up to that because it is the final trailer before the movie comes out, and I don't know who else is. Where is everybody else? And then we're going to talk about Yeah, Thunderbolts more. And then I'll make a video on something tomorrow. Because that's what I do. I've been making more videos as of late. And go please check it out. Comment on them. Super thanks. Do all that for me. You know, super thanks. It's like a super chat, but it's a comment. Mm. What did I do there? Something I did something bad there. There we go. All right. Where's Sideways? Where's Ironic Ridge? Where's my crew? My gang. So this is a Disney trailer, so I don't have to worry about sound. Maybe music because they're using a soundtrack song and they're not using their own music for this. I may have to worry about that, but it's a Disney trailer and they really don't go after you for using for reacting to a trailer, for showing a trailer. They're not like that. Like the only studio that's okay with that. So that's what we're gonna do. Everybody's part of the crew. So I got the trailer here. Don't know when Blind is coming on. I don't know what specifically when he's coming on, but I got the trailer here. Get this banner out of the way. I'm at the lower half here. That's better, I think. Okay. And let's see. Okay, so right off the bat, obviously I didn't start it, but you see Alina here. So let's get into it.
Lena, being a hero, there is no higher calling. Your sister understood something about that.
I should have come back for you.
No. That's just a fairy tale.
Look at Sentry. Look at Sentry. He's so damn powerful.
Fairy tale.
Look what he just did there. Wow. He might be. Sentry is clearly, arguably now, the most powerful villain in the MCU. Just by. Look what he did to his people. He just. Man, look at that. Holy shit. How are a bunch of humans going to stop the Sentry? If you could just do that, how the hell is the Thunderbolts? How are they going to stop them? They can't. Seeing that? Yeah. But I do like to...
I was in high school when the Avengers came. Kind of strange.
Bucky and
It's all over now. No one's coming to save the day.
I think we are. I think
That's supposed to be Melissa Gold, aka Mel Songbird. Okay. Um, okay, Melissa Gold Songbird. Okay.
we are. We can.
Problem is, she doesn't look anything like Songbird at all. So this might just be an origin story. I mean, Songbird. If she is Songbird, Songbird originally is a villain from the start. Has like purple hair. Right, has purple hair. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if she is Songbird. And there's gonna be a lot of controversy towards. I mean, it already is a little bit. There's a little bit of controversy towards that if it is Songbird, because the actress doesn't look the actress doesn't look Jewish at all, and Songbird is a Jewish character. Melissa Gold, Songbird is a Jewish comic book character, and the actress doesn't look anything like that. And there could be a little backlash towards that. I don't think people have noticed it because it's not a big character in MCU, but comic book fans might notice it. And MCU has got a little bit of criticism when it comes to Jewish characters. And Ben Grimm, they decided to cast a Jewish actor for Ben Grimm. What I was going to say, Oscar Isaac wasn't Jewish for Moon Knight. And if this is Songbird, this character is not Jewish at all. But I have no problem with actors and actresses playing a Jewish character at all. They're not Jewish. I have no problem with that because Jewish actors and actresses play non-Jewish characters all the time. So I have no problem in the other way around. The problem is that you know what? I'll defend something here. Not all Jews are right. So if this character is Melissa Gold, maybe she is a Jewish character from a different part of the world, descended from a different world. Like maybe she's Gold is actually a very European last name, but she could be adopted. Maybe I don't know. It's hard to describe. But I don't think it's a big deal. I mean, there's going to be some people going to bring it up. Whatever. I don't think it's a big deal, in my opinion. Okay, and this is obviously Bucky. This is Bucky, obviously. All right. Oh my God. That's right. I was looking at the chat. It's been disappeared. I don't even remember that. Damn, man. Oh, I keep my word. I can still see it on Restream, though. That's why I was missing from the chat, man. Not in the Restream chat, but on the YouTube. Oh, man. Here's Bucky.
Be the ones that are coming.
So, Bucky is obviously the one talking to her, Melissa Gold.
I think we are.
I think that's what's obvious here.
We can be the ones that are coming.
Okay, you got the Thunderbolts, but I don't see Taskmaster. Oh, by the way, I got the Funko Pops. Obviously, you saw my video with the Funko Pops. There's no ghosts and no Taskmaster Funko Pop. Hey, what's up, Blinded? What's up, Blinded?
What's up?
You kept your word. Yes, you did.
Well, I kept my word and I saw what he said. So
Oh, is that what upset you? This?
I'm sick. Listen, I saw some people say some really stupid takes. I'm glad people are out in full force calling these people out because oh my God, I swear to God, people, it's like when we finally get something good, then someone comes in and goes, "But excuse me, I didn't like the way that his shoe looked." What? That's what
The,
you're complaining about? The
the
fucking
shoe?
minor fucking things no one is crying about. Oh my God, I have a post. I'll send it to you later. But yeah,
Yeah, I
he'll
know
be
there's
back soon.
I know there's gonna be haters in that episode, the finale. I knew that I always
It-
suspected there's gonna be
but
haters.
it's dumb though. It's like, listen, okay. First off, one, I know we're talking about the Thunderbolts trailer, but
Well, it's Marvel, so it's okay.
like it's so stupid. Like I saw a post saying the Defenders was better than the show. I'm like, you can't be serious, right? Like you coming out here and saying Defenders was better, and when back in 2017 everybody was saying how disappointing Defenders was. I mean, oh my God. I'm sorry, but like, no, just no. Like you can have your opinion, but you do not represent the majority of people. Majority of the people liked it. I'm glad I'm seeing reactions where they're like, yeah, we need Spider-Man, we need this and that. Next
Spider-Man's never
season's
gonna
gonna be
appear in that show.
fire. I know there's no way Spider-Man's appearing.
Not in the way, not with the Punisher. What the Punisher did, there's no way. Or what happened with the recent
Now,
Spider-Man's
now
never
I
gonna be.
do I do have some theories though about because
Yeah, go
they've
ahead.
also were saying they're gonna be having a season every year. So
Oh,
it makes me wonder because I know people were like, because I even said this. I kind of wish when he was like walked out in the bar, it was actually the
that's
defenders.
what I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, but I also feel like it would have been too premature because it's like they weren't even set up in the season. So
Oh,
for them to just be there, it's just kind of like, well, where were they the entire time? And who the
Two
fuck is
Face.
Harvey Dent? Yeah, Harvey Dent. Like I kept my words. I said next time I see that guy, I'm banning him for. Well, I didn't ban him forever, but he's always saying something. And right when I appeared in the chat, I saw him say, "I'm so upset at Daredevil." So I had to block him. I had to put him on timeout for a little bit. Because what the fuck is wrong with you people? Like, I swear to fucking God, like when we actually get good stuff, and trust me, like months, years later, people will be like, "Oh yeah, that was really good" or whatever, right? And then it's like all revisionist history. Just like the people who go, "Oh, Batman vs Superman was a masterpiece." Where the fuck were you in 2016?
Okay, if something's not a masterpiece back then, it can't be a masterpiece now. Like that
Well,
doesn't
first
work.
off,
That.
first of all, the quality of
Yeah, yeah.
something still, I feel like again, I wasn't around for when movies like Blade Runner came out. That's way before my time. So I don't know the perception of it, right? And I don't know how I would have reacted if I was back at those times watching that movie for the first time, right? But there are definitely movies where it's like you could watch it and be like, yeah, this is kind of a sleeper hit, right? I don't understand why people are not liking this movie. Then all of a sudden years later, then people wake up, right? But
Mhm.
it's never the opposite of that.
To me,
It's never like everybody hates a
I
movie, then all of a sudden everybody likes a
to
movie years
me a
later. Like what?
masterpiece. To me, a master. I mean, there are movies like that where you were. Yeah, you know what? This movie back then, I didn't think it was that good, but now I see it's actually pretty good. But to me, that doesn't determine a masterpiece. I guess my explanation of masterpiece. A masterpiece has to be good once it releases, and it has to stay good. Stay
To
good.
stay good.
Yeah,
This
that's to me
and
is a masterpiece.
something that always upsets me because I feel like truly deep down some of these people they're not interested in storytelling. They don't give a fuck about the characters and all this stuff, right? They just want to see punch punch bang bang, right? And there was a lot of punch, punch, bang, bang, but it was deserved. I even had to click off Grace's video when she was like, "Oh, they
Oh,
did Daredevil so bad this season." I just clicked off. I was like, "Oh." Oh, that's all I can handle for today. It wasn't even 2 minutes in when
See,
she said that.
I didn't watch it yet. I mean, that was because
No, I heard that and I just clicked right off because I'm like the takes are first of all
she
right.
wants
The,
action the whole thing. All she cares was action, really, not story.
yeah, they don't care about story.
Yeah,
I mean, this
yeah,
whole entire first off, it's in the title, right? The title is Born Again. It's the whole character arc is Daredevil and Kingpin, a mirror to each other, foils, trying to be different
yeah.
people, trying to be people that they aren't, and realizing that they actually
They,
can't. That it's in their
yeah,
nature
they
to be who they are.
it's like being addicted, right? It's like you scumbag to not you scumbag, what's it called? You fall off the wagon, whatever, right? Like
Well, yeah, yeah, things have prevented them from being who
yeah,
they are. And so this whole season was there to reestablish their characters, reestablish their motivations, and now put them into okay, they're now completely unleashed. How far are they going to go now? That's where we end off, right? And that plays into my theory because when he's talking to Karen, he's like, "Oh, we need an army." Everybody was like, "Oh, he's talking about defenders."
it's
And I
like
first initially thought about defenders, but then I was like, wait a minute, hold on a minute, right? They have an opportunity to do something that actually could be interesting, which is, again, if you're a Daredevil fan, one of the most notorious Daredevil arcs that is kind of people don't really like is Shadowland. And that's where Daredevil led the hand. Now, here's the thing, right? When Kingpin was the mayor and he was doing this vigilante um sort of like a
yeah,
crackdown, right?
yeah,
Daredevil was not the leader of the hand, right?
no.
And something makes me think,
I
this could be an interesting
You
plot
know
point
what's
to have.
weird? You know
Hold on,
what's
wait, let me
weird?
finish my point. They would be interesting if it was Mayor Kingpin versus the leader of the hand.
Oh yeah.
That's that would be interesting. Now go. Sorry, I cut you off.
I don't know. Based on the picks, set picks, I think Daredevil's gonna team up with Bullseye in season 2. It's weird.
Well, what happened? Well, what happened in Shadowland? He ends up killing Bullseye.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know if they're going to do that right away,
He
but
has
he's
a new
still at
suit too.
large.
He's gonna have a new suit appearing in season 2 because his set picks
Yeah,
are really
the black suit, which
yeah. And
that's
Bullseye has a new
twofold.
suit.
Well, I
Bullseye
think the
too.
bullseye is the same suit. It's the same suit.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Maybe
But yeah, he has the new black suit, which
I
I definitely think represents
I
Shadowland.
I expected the Defenders to be there too. I was thinking the Defenders. I was expecting Jessica Jones in Luke Cage, not Iron Fist, because
Yeah.
I don't know if they want to bring that guy back.
Well, I think
But
they
it
should
was.
bring back everybody, to be honest, at this
I
point.
mean, look. I mean, look. I mean, like, yeah. It ended a cliffhanger. This was clearly this. Remember, this show was supposed to be 18 episodes. Okay, this
Mhm.
show is, and that's just clearly going to be season 1. Season 2 is a continuation of season 1. You could basically combine it. If you want, you could. They could have done 18 episodes, but they could have done say 9 episodes this half of 2025. The other rest of 9 episodes, the rest of 2025. They could cut says all season 1. They could have done that because
Yeah,
shows.
but at least now we have
Yeah,
a. I, I'm not even too
Cobra
hooked
Kai's
up on
done
this
that, right?
because as much as people, first
Yeah,
off, I don't even like when they do that, and second of all,
yeah.
I don't even. I still it ends off on a cliffhanger. We've had cliffhanger ending seasons. Look at The Boys last season; they ended
Yeah.
off on a cliffhanger.
You know what's the
Like
stupidest? You know,
it's not it is still a complete story in my opinion. It was getting
you know
them
what's
back to who they are.
I think it was okay for Cobra Kai, but what they did Stranger Things 2022, it was a good
No, that
season.
was
Don't get me wrong.
annoying.
Yeah, it was like the first 7 episodes, and a month later, the final 2. Why? Why?
Yeah, there was no that was stupid.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great season. It was a great season.
Just have a different well, the reason why they do that is because one, they don't want to pay out the crew and the cast
I know.
when they do multiple seasons. And I hope that that doesn't happen with Daredevil because the longer a show goes on, the more expensive it gets because now you have to pay off the crew and all this stuff. But
Yeah,
I feel like first off, the guys who did this, they did Loki season 2.
yeah.
By the way, Elektra was running the hand. So I don't see I mean I
Um,
don't think they're gonna repeat that.
it
We
depends
already
on the
saw her running the
actress.
hand.
Depends on the actress. I'm not. Her series is her series still running because she's like a lead series. The actress who plays Electra.
Yeah, I think we're going to get Elektra. This is I really do think they're just going to straight up adapt um the Chip
And
Zdarsky and the Souls run, like mix it a little bit. Because
I'm
one of the
just
things that I thought was gonna happen, I wasn't here last week, right? You know when he gets shot, I honestly thought they were going to, and they could still do this by the way, in the Charles Souls run, right? Daredevil takes a bullet for Kingpin, and as a
yeah.
result, he becomes his DA or whatever, right? I forget what it exactly
Oh, and
was.
the
I
twist
think
here,
I told this on stream.
the twist here is he doesn't become the DA. Is the girlfriend becomes like the head of
Yeah,
Melf.
but
Yeah.
it still could be that. That's what
Oh,
I'm saying because remember at the they never
I'm,
dealt with what happened to Matt Murdock. It was just he was supposed to die. It fucked up. He escaped from the hospital, and then it was like he went back to his apartment, and then it was just him and the Punisher. So
yeah.
they still could technically do that, right? I mean, and it would make sense too, right? Because then Kingpin can be like,
I
"Well, I'm gonna reward you by keeping an eye on you," essentially.
Okay. The question is to me with when I did my review yesterday, the finale, you have some good theories that they're possibly heading to, and they're really with concrete kind of theories because they're not like outlandish. They're actually your theories actually make sense and
Well, yeah, because it's
realistic
from the
possible.
comics.
My
Yeah.
my theories is that well, it's not really theories. It's more Adventures Doomsday and because this
Mhm.
show series, right? Season 2 is coming out 2026. No date announced, but I don't think it's coming out before Avengers Doomsday. I think that's Vision's Crest. I want to know.
Well, they
I don't
confirmed that it's coming out in March.
March.
Yeah, they said the directors came out and said March 2026 is when the next season comes
Okay,
out.
May, so Avengers Doomsday May. So because I was gonna say if it came out Avengers Doomsday, how much is Avengers Doomsday gonna affect Daredevil? I know it's not gonna directly
Probably
like
not.
yeah, not maybe affect a little bit, but not that much, right? Not that much. Spider-Man 4, how would that
Well,
affect? How would that affect the Doomsday?
Avengers Doomsday could be far off into the future. I don't know, but
Yeah, because Spider-Man 4, I mean, like, look, they talk about this anti-collision anti-law is definitely against. It's a Daredevil show, but this
mhm,
Daredevil is not the most popular superhero in New York. The most well-known superhero in New York.
no.
That's Spider-Man. That's Spider-Man,
Yeah.
right? How does that affect Spider-Man
Yeah,
4?
I assume Spider because Spider-Man 4 is starting to look not like a multiverse story, but again, who
But the
really
thing is,
knows?
if this plays in Spider-Man 4, if we're gonna have Kingpin and Daredevil, guess what, guys? If you like the mature rating in the TV show, Spider-Man 4 is not going mature. We're rated R.
No, I don't know what I feel like I feel like the this is what my personal opinion is. I think they're going to build they're still going to be building up on this Devil Rain storyline. Because one of the things that I think they will eventually do is I think they're gonna put Daredevil in prison. Right. That and I mean Daredevil is gonna go on trial on stand as Daredevil, not reveal himself because this is what happened in the Chip Zdarsky run, right? He basically was like, I'm gonna defend myself, I'm gonna go on stand, and then he got convicted, and then essentially he went to jail as Daredevil, and no one knew he was mad, and he wore basically a prison outfit in his Daredevil suit, right? So I do wonder if they're gonna do that because if you think about it, they had Kingpin in prison. They had Punisher in
Yeah.
prison. I mean, it's kind of is looking like Daredevil will go to prison,
It does happen in the comics, so yeah, like it's possible. Yeah,
and
it's
that's my theory of where they could, if we will eventually get Elektra, that is where her coming back would make more sense
yeah,
because then she could be basically Daredevil. You know, she basically takes on the mantle of Daredevil, right? So,
yeah. I mean, the rumor is that Echo may come back, but I don't
well,
know.
Echo definitely has to come back.
It's just that they gotta do better with her. I mean,
Yeah, like I said, Echo in the comics is very cool.
I
I
mean,
just don't like the MCU
I'm
version of her.
proud. I'm proud like they kind of redeemed Kingpin here because the last two MCU stuff that Kingpin was in Echo and Hawkeye
Mhm.
got she got beaten by like Kate Bishop beat Kingpin. No,
Yeah.
okay, she got a little bit lucky, but still a rookie. Okay, that's not a good look for Kingpin. And
Mhm.
Echo, yeah, she had like these weird powers, but he was so here. He actually looked dumb and strong. Like it's good on the writer. It's good. It's good that they
Mhm.
spoke out about. No, it just has to be like Netflix. How Netflix did, because that was originally not going to be like that.
No. Yeah, which that would have been a massive mistake.
Yeah,
Well, here's the thing. She's not gonna help Kingpin. I mean, her whole series is basically her
yeah,
turning a fucking eye to the Kingpin and being moving on, right? But
yeah,
at the same time, she never got to know Daredevil. So that's
yeah.
another
But
thing.
she's not
It's
going to
not,
be. She hates Kingpin Echo.
so I assume they're gonna, because that is a entire plot point from the comics,
Yeah,
and I do wonder if they'll do that. Because like I said, Echo is a cool character, right? I mean,
just not
she's a
this
pretty
one.
powerful character. Yeah, I mean, again, I don't know. The MCU really fucked up things because she is a very powerful character. Like I said, she took on the hand by herself, which, in comparison, just to make a comparison, in the same arc, the Avengers struggled to take down the hand. Like I'm talking Wolverine, Captain America, Spider-Man. They were struggling to go up against the hand, right? And this was during Civil War, right? So they couldn't really like they asked Daredevil, they're like, "Hey, we need your help to take down the hand." And he's like, "Well, I can't because, like the whole superhero registration act." And so they're like, "Well, fuck, okay, we're gonna have to do it ourselves." So Captain America went in with his team to fight the hand,
Hmm.
and they got fucking crushed. That's how powerful the hand is. They are very skilled, right? And so basically, when they got
They're
fucking
like
their ass whooped,
they're like the League of
Echo came in
Assassins
as
of
Ronin.
they're like the League of Assassins of Marvel, kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, well, they're also. I do wonder who's more powerful. I would assume the hand is more powerful because again, they were able to take down the Avengers, and I'm talking like top rank
It, dep-
Avengers. Like Spider-Man and Wolverine
it
are very overpowered characters. So
it
the fact that
depends
they,
because Waldo Ghoul is not the strongest
yeah, but could the
is
League of Assassins take
is
down
Lady Shiva
like
is. I
a
mean
Justice League?
Lady Shiva could beat Batman, and Batman's probably more skilled than most of the
Yeah, but
Marvel
can they
characters.
can they take down? No,
Lady
but that's
Shiva,
not what I'm saying.
yeah,
Batman is skilled, but Batman is not as powerful as a Spider-Man
no.
and Wolverine. Like I'm talking about physical force, the hand was able to take
Batman could
down
probably
the
beat Spider-Man and
Avengers.
Wolverine. Honestly,
Say that again?
he could probably beat them because
No, that's insane. No. Batman cannot be Wolverine and Spider-Man. That's insane. But
when
I'm talking
he's
about power level. Like
power
Spider-Man
level.
and Wolverine are definitely one of the most powerful characters in universe. Like
I
Spider-Man, even they even say Spider-Man has like consistently held back
I mean,
because he
look,
is very strong.
Deathstroke has beaten powerful characters in DC that have powers. Um,
Yeah, I mean, but this is again that goes back to the whole tactician thing. I'm talking about on just a
oh,
scale of strength and sheer power. Like
oh
if
no, you're
Batman
right.
was to
You're
be
definitely
locked
right.
in a room with if it was
Spider-Man,
Wolverine
yeah, Spider-Man
versus
for sure,
Batman,
and
Wolverine
Wolverine,
would
yeah.
definitely beat the shit out of Batman. Like there's like we're talking no powers or I'm not no powers, but no gadgets or anything, just their own abilities,
Oh
and
yeah, you're
he's
definitely right.
enhanced.
You're definitely
Yeah,
right. I
so
would be the,
that's what I'm saying. The hand beating the Avengers, that was a very big deal.
and
That was like to establish their power level.
and I really don't know the combat skills of Vandal Savage from DC all that much, but Lady Shiva was considered the most skilled assassin in DC.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to look up because I don't know
they
if the League of Assassins has gone up
there's
and
been
won against the Justice League because that would be pretty crazy.
There's been a tendency where DC characters are more powerful than Marvel characters, but it really depends. It's all depends on rights,
Yeah.
right? Look,
It's
like
sort of I mean, like Stanley says, it's mostly just
yeah, and
dependent on the
they all
writer.
go back to Superman. Like, Superman's overpowered OP. It's like Superman. But there's
Yeah.
Marvel characters can be Superman. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, it all depends, but at the same
Mhm.
time, again, it was still a pretty big deal for the Avengers to get beaten by the hand, and
Yeah,
for Echo to basically come in and do it like beat the entire hand by herself. That was fucking batshit insane. So that's what I'm saying. She's a very powerful character that the MCU just fucking massacred. And I'm sure if you tell people this, they'll say it's all
Well,
woke
I
and all
wouldn't
this
say the
bullshit.
MCU
But
massacre. I would say
that
I
was
mean, technically they are MCU, but I wouldn't say this in the MCU technically massacre them
the
because
MC
until they
the
get the real
MCU
hands
has
on them.
100%
Well,
massacred
they kind of
Echo.
inherited, right? They inherited it, didn't they? They had
What do you
to.
mean? The MCU introduced Echo. Echo was not
Oh,
in the
that's true. They
Netflix
did
shows.
massacre Echo. They didn't massacre the hand because that was Netflix.
No, yeah, the hand was messy in the Netflix shows,
So we'll
but
see how the MCU handles that now with the hand.
yeah,
Well,
I assume they have a bigger budget. I think it's definitely going to be better. I mean, there's a ton of stuff they could do, right?
sure.
They could pull from, and I don't, like I said, I don't think they should kill Bullseye. Jesus, Bullseye. What the fuck am I saying?
Bullseye. Bullseye. Was it French? Bullseye?
Bullseye. Yeah, I know. What the hell? I don't think they
Bullseye.
should kill Bullseye right away because Bullseye does have an interesting storyline with Elektra when she becomes Daredevil.
Oh,
So
yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't kill him off right away. I think there's still a lot of potential with him. Fuck. I think it would have been interesting to have him on a Dark Avengers pretending to be Hawkeye. That would have been cool. But
I mean, that's what people
you
want
know,
this movie to be. Dark Avengers.
yeah, yeah.
Right.
But I mean, well, we could get into this movie or this
Yeah.
trailer because there is a character in this trailer I'm starting to believe is somebody else.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
But Songbird, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, you see it at the beginning of this trailer. It's clearly Songbird. You're
Yeah,
talking
I'm
about
pretty sure that actress is
on the
100%
phone with Bucky,
Songbird.
right?
Yes. He
Yeah.
even
I
has
was
a
in high school
necklace
when the
of a
Avengers
songbird.
Yeah. Yeah.
game.
Right here.
Kind of strange that it's all over now.
She's talking right
You
now.
know,
That's her on the voice right now. That's you're talking
Mhm.
about. That's her talking.
one's coming to
Here,
save.
right
Yes,
here.
I believe this is Songbird.
Her name is Mel, which is short for Melissa, and Songbirds name is Melissa. Ghost,
Yes,
right?
I mean she has a necklace. I know we're covering it, but if you
Yeah.
were to zoom in, he's wearing a Songbird
Yeah, she's
necklace.
Songbird. And
And
Songbird
also, I'm not sure
actually
if it's in this trailer, but they edit out two people from a pose shot that they do. I don't know if it's in this trailer, but the composition
Songbird
looks wrong. So,
Songbird originally is a villain at first.
well, yeah, she was. I don't remember her name on the Masters of Evil, but she was part of the Masters of Evil. Because
Yeah.
remember, that's the whole
Just
gimmick of the
that's
Thunderbolts. They're
she's
the
clearly not
Master
the
of Evil.
I don't think it's clearly the case here. Look, I know Sentry is the bad guy that they're going to go
Mhm.
up against, but there's somebody else. Sentry, there's somebody else when like that's truly the bad guy. That's what I believe.
Well, no, it is Sentry's the bad guy. It's the Void. It's a
The
split
voice.
personality.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh
the
my.
the Sentry has a
Today.
split personality, so this is
But I
probably
just
why he's saying all this crazy shit.
yeah, Red's here.
I do wonder what because here's the thing, right? One of the things about Sentry is that he's supposed to be like a forgotten superhero. Like he was supposed to be always there, right? So I do wonder how they're going to adapt that element. Because if you in the trailer, he's like, "Oh, I'm stronger than the Avengers," and blah blah blah. So it makes me wonder if he has like some sort of
And
vendetta against them.
there is a bit of controversy hiring her as Songbird. There is because
Uh,
Songbird is
oh yeah, she's Jewish.
yeah. I mean, yeah. But I'm not going to get into that.
Yeah, we know
I
what
mean,
Marvel fucking does.
they do it for Ben Grimm. They hire a Jewish actor and they make sure she's Jewish. But for Ben Grimm, they do it. For other characters, you know what? Like I have no Blind. I have no problem with non-Jews playing a Jewish character, right? Because
Mhm.
Jews play non-Jews. I have no problem with that. Like, but the obvious, this is too obvious. Like,
Yeah, I
like
mean,
you're never gonna see a white person play what her race is. I'm sorry.
yeah, I mean to be fair though,
Yeah.
This version of Songbird is clearly not going to be what the comics was.
No.
There's way too much to adapt. Yeah, it's kind of like what they did with Zemo.
I
Like
look.
Zemo's supposed to be a Nazi,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. He's Hydra. Zemo's Hydra.
Yeah, and they completely changed that.
Yeah,
right? He
yeah.
to the point where he's like a
Uh,
Eastern European dude. So
he isn't he
no,
the same? Isn't he the same race? Is he from the same country as Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver?
um,
Because the Age of Ultron wasn't that this country
yeah, it
was
was
where the battle
Sokovia.
scene,
Yeah, he's from yeah,
where the battle scene was, right at the end? That's his
yes,
country.
yes, that's where Zemo's from. Yeah,
Yeah, and we find out he's wealthy as fuck in the in this MCU.
yeah. I mean, it would have been nice if Zemo was in this movie, but they didn't really set that up in the MCU. Like
But
they would
it's
have to
funny.
set that up properly.
I thought Falcon Winter Soldier. I thought you remember Zeno went back to prison, right? He was on the phone. Who was he
Mm,
talking to? I thought he was talking to Val. Like,
mm. I mean, I don't know. I don't. I know people are saying that he should have been on this team, but it's like in the MCU, Zemo doesn't want to be a superhero, so they would kind of have to do a lot of explaining of why he would want to be a superhero all of a sudden.
yeah.
Like in that case, he would have to be the main character,
Hmm.
like that, because that's a pretty big jump for him, and that's only in the MCU that they established that. So
And by the way, she wasn't. She somebody else. Who was that girl's actress's name? I think she's from The Bear.
yeah,
She
yeah,
dropped off.
I forget her name now. Yeah, she's from the Bear. She was
Yeah.
supposed to be in this, yeah, and
She was
people are
supposed to be
thinking
Songbird.
she was Songbird, yeah.
Yeah, apparently that's what the original actress said. Who got that? Yeah, that this I forget. I don't know her. I know I seen her before.
It
I
starts
seen
with
her.
the E. I forget her name,
Yeah,
but yeah.
but I know this actress is. I mean, she was in that comedy show with Daniel Radcliffe. Like they're like God's helpers or
Mm.
something. I don't know what I forget what it's called. But I know. But yeah, let's continue. Where the heck is? Look
I
at the
think
Avengers right here, right? She's looking at the. She's a fan of the Avengers. She's like she wants to bring us team because the Avengers are gone. Well, they'll be back. They'll be back in Doomsday.
Yeah,
we
Falcon
are.
is gonna,
We can,
or Captain America's gonna set
Is
them
there?
up.
Isn't Bucky considered an Avenger still? Like, why would he join his team? It's like, guys, I'm an Avenger.
I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, uh, I guess everybody who was in the battle was on the Avengers, but it was
And
more like unofficially
yeah,
because optically, Bucky being on the Avengers was probably not a good idea. I mean, Bucky and Tony didn't even interact after Civil
no.
War, so
Oh, they didn't interact at all. Period. Not even Endgame when he came back.
no. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess technically, I think there's some people who are like they are Avengers, but it was more unofficially, right?
Yeah, because not everybody who in the Endgame is part of like is officially part of the group. I mean, like I don't think the
Yeah.
Guardians are going to be in the Avengers. The Guardians are not in the Avengers.
And
They're not.
Marvel did set Rocket Raccoon and Nebula were technically on the Avengers
Yeah, because they had no
because
choice.
they were part of that council too, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, okay, good point.
I
Captain
but
Marvel became an
here's the thing. This
Avenger.
is why
Got
the
away.
MCU never established Avengers World, which in my opinion that was a big mistake. That's something that they should have done right away was establish Avengers World. But I mean, it doesn't really make sense why there wasn't Avengers for years and years. I mean, even in Far From Home, Nick Fury was like, "Oh yeah, there's no Captain Marvel. There's nobody here to help us." Doctor Strange was doing jack shit
Jack
until
Shanks.
he
He
got
was
fucking
like, he was massive.
yeah, he was right until like up until multiverse. He what the fuck was Doctor Strange doing? He was doing jack shit. He was just fucking sitting around twiddling his thumbs and crying about not being the Sorcerer Supreme anymore. It was like what the fuck? Like he could have definitely set up the Avengers, another group of Avengers. What the fuck was Hulk doing the entire time? Like he was talking with Captain Marvel, trying to recruit Shang-Chi, and then that went to nowhere. I think Wong is more on the Avengers than fucking Doctor Strange.
Yeah, he's
Like,
appeared in so much stuff. Like Shang-Chi, She-Hulk. Yeah.
yeah, and also too, I'm not sure if you saw this, but he's on the set photos of Avengers.
Yeah, he's in the end game. I know.
Did you see he was interacting with Cyclops?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, multiverse stuff. Yeah. I
So
saw.
I mean, he's definitely going to be involved. So yeah,
He's from
kind
England.
of weird. Yeah, he is from England, the actor. Yeah, but
He has to be. I
but
mean, it's a
still,
multiverse thing, right? So he kind of has to be. Like that's what the source.
yeah, he is the Sorcerer Supreme still, and technically, Doctor Strange is missing according to him. He doesn't actually know what happened to Doctor Strange, right? So
He
you
does.
just know he
He
got
does.
picked up and fucking disappeared.
He doesn't know that he went to with Clea back to the
Yeah,
dimension.
Can be the ones that are coming.
Buck, you have the wrong people.
Oh no, the freeze.
We have all done bad things.
Look, I've been
so I
where
can't
you
believe
are.
they're playing this song.
Yeah, I
It
know.
was like kind of parody. I was like, listen, the song, it's a great song, but why Under Pressure? I don't really get it. Like I'm not getting the theme here. They're under pressure because they're not the heroes and they're trying to be the heroes. I don't know. I
Hmm.
didn't thought it was kind of parody. Just like how I'm not sure if you saw this. The fucking final trailer for Daredevil had a what's that singer's name? Fuck. Is it I can't remember. I'll send it to you, Aaron. But I'm like, why would they
Okay.
play this fucking song in the Daredevil trailer? It's so fucking weird. It wasn't Black Eyed Peas. It was somebody else. Nelly Furtado, is that her name? I can't remember.
Oh, the Canadian, yeah, Nelly Furtado. Yeah, it's just Canadian.
I forget what song it was. It's an old 2000 song
Oh,
that does not fit the tone of Daredevil whatsoever.
yeah, yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Past doesn't go away.
This is John.
So you can
That's
either
John. This is John Walker's time to redeem
live with it
himself.
forever.
Which is fun.
Yeah.
John Walker never redeemed himself. He's a piece of shit, but okay. Seriously, he is.
You can do something.
No, but Marvel has MCU specifically has a thing where you have to redeem everybody.
Well, actually, funny enough, in the Chip Zdarsky run, John Walker went up against Daredevil.
Oh yeah. What?
Yeah, I'll send you the panel of that. It's a pretty cool panel where they fight.
Nice.
About it. I am the void.
I am the void.
Look what you unleashed.
Do you think they're doing experiments on him? Like,
Yeah, this is the part where I'm not sure. I think okay, because again, there's this theme of like they're not the heroes. The Avengers have disappeared. I feel like he isn't being experimented on, but I think they put pressure on him specifically. And there's some resentment with him, and that's why he has this split personality.
yeah,
Because again, because the Sentry is kind of interesting. I do like that idea that he's like this forgotten hero, and everybody forgot about him, and he's kind of bitter, but he's still trying to be a hero, and so he has that split personality, right? It's definitely very similar to Adam Warlock, but I'm assuming they're not gonna really touch Magnus at all in the MCU, so they might as well do the Void. And visually speaking, the Void in this movie looks really fucking cool. Like when I saw him the couple of trailers ago zapping people and turning them into shadows, that part looked fucking badass as fuck. Like just the visual of that is fucking scary as fuck. Like
hmm.
pretty brutal.
You know, I'm starting to believe. I'm actually starting to believe Elizabeth Olsen is not coming back to MCU for any time soon. I don't think.
Mm,
Like, I mean, you could tell her. You could tell MCU is not her thing. She doesn't like these kind of movies.
uh, I mean that's a shame because I feel like Scarlet Witch could be a good character. It's just they kind of just fucked her over, so I
I
don't
mean,
really
she is
blame her.
doing that show, and they're doing a pilot, and a pilot has to get picked up. Then you got like a pilot. It's like a
Mhm.
TV show. You film a TV show that's longer than a movie, right? And
Right. Well,
I mean, I think
show,
she,
yeah. I mean, it could last multiple seasons if it gets picked up and it's successful.
yeah, like usually a show could last like the film one season. It could take like 3 to 6 months.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, there's a lot of things that they could still do with Scarlet Witch. So,
I just think it's her. I personally think it's her. I think yeah, they have a lot of things they could do. I think she'll come back maybe in some things, but I think she wants to slow it down because I think it's not these kind of films are not her style. Um, she basically said in
mm,
she didn't bash MCU in the last interview she did. She didn't bash but I think she felt like
it wants a
it's
break. I mean, she's been
I
doing it for like 10 years
yeah, she wants a
straight.
break and like she wants a break, and it's the comic book movies thing has become more about hot takes than actual. Yeah, it's become more hot takes. Who's this? Who's gonna be in
Mhm.
this? Who's gonna be in this? Who's rumored for this? Scoops, stuff like that. Then once what like I think she just it's not her taste. Not like she said, like you know, when I joined the MCU, it was like I'm paraphrasing. Like I thought it was like political and and the Greek
Mhm.
gods stuff like that. I'm like, if you want to talk about Greek gods, MCU is not that. That's DC.
Well,
DC is more than
I mean,
that.
well, the superhero
Yeah.
genre is kind
Uh,
of like that. So I kind of understand what she's saying.
she wants to. I also think it's because I think she said she'd rather be on set with a smaller crew because I think it's because
Mhm.
she has anxiety, man. Like,
Yeah. I mean, I could understand that too.
like, like, right? And
Being surrounded by tons of people and people micromanaging
and
and
she does not like
it's crazy.
she does not like working with a green screen. She wants to act when you
I'm
they'll,
sure Doctor Strange is probably the reason why this happened to her because that
oh
movie does sound pretty exact.
everything in MCU was green screen during that time because of COVID.
Oh no, oh yeah, yeah, for sure. But I mean, that movie was definitely
It's a dress.
exhausting to make.
Oh,
I
she
mean, I
hated.
still
I
didn't
see that.
mind Doctor Strange. That's the
You know
thing.
what
I
she
think
said?
visually it was a good
She
movie.
was she people don't know this, but she was pissed about the her being on the ropes because you know how to fly, right? When you fly, you have to be hooked up to the ropes, right? She was
Mhm.
pissed about that because she wanted the stunt double to do that for her, and she didn't want to do that. She didn't want to do that, Elizabeth Olsen. Because
Right.
she has a point. What's the stunt double there for, right? Like
Mhm.
I think I think there's a little bit of a strained relationship she has with Marvel.
Mhm.
Despite I think she just wants to go with simpler films, and but I wouldn't be surprised if she joins a Star Wars movie. Don't quote me on this because
Well, I mean, if you're hearing all the Star Wars rumors right now, it sounds like they might be cooking.
she's a big
I
she's
dare say. I mean, I'm gonna hold
she's a
judgment, but
big she's a big Star Wars fan. She's a huge
I
Star
don't
Wars
know. I
fan.
think she needs a little bit leveling up. But right now, Ryan Gosling
I mean, she was
like
almost
and
Ray.
my
This was
yeah,
almost
yeah, she
like,
was almost Ray. Yeah. I mean, listen, I mean, she was in 10 years of MCU movie
mhm.
straight, so I'm sure she wants a break. I still feel like, this is why Marvel should kind of recast these characters because it's like some of these characters are way too like they're staples of the universe
Yeah,
and they have a long oh,
this is
she's
true.
out. Oh, that's fucking
She turned it down. Yeah, Sean everyone.
oh, that's well, okay. I heard she's in the Resident Evil movie. I mean,
Really?
yeah, there's a
I mean,
rumor that she was supposed to be in the Resident Evil movie, but
she did do technically Scream is horror.
yeah, I don't know. I wish she was in the Star Wars movie. I mean, that Star Wars movie with Ryan Gosling,
Smoke stick.
and Sean Levy. I mean, I need to hear the premise of it, but I don't want to get my hopes too high because Star Wars has let me down. I mean, Andor's coming up, but I'm trying to not
Yeah.
focus too much on Star Wars right now.
Matt, find us next up. Yeah, she's on the
Mm.
rise, and she's gorgeous, Madeline Klein. She's a rising star, Madeline Klein.
Red smokes dick, and Red
No.
also smokes crack. Why is Red saying that about himself? And why is he talking about it in the third person?
Look at this.
Strange.
Look at this stuff. Look how powerful this Sentry is.
Yeah, I like the visuals.
Yeah, I mean, like, he might be the strongest villain
Reminds
now.
me of Alan Wake.
You know, they say this trailer, he might be the more powerful than all the Avengers. What happened to the Emilia Clarke's character? She had like all the Avengers the other day
Oh yeah,
combined.
I was thinking about that when you said that. I was like, yeah, mate. It's like, we don't want to talk about that.
No, that was. Oh man, that was trash.
You can't
Red
outrun
is
the emptiness.
retarded. Red is regarded. Retarded. Again, I don't know why he's talking in the third person like that, but beats me.
Isn't she doing? I know what you did last summer, Madeline. Right? She's in the reboot for
Mm.
that movie, right?
We can't do this.
Oh, sorry for that.
No one here is a hero.
Oh, this is giving more of a backstory to Yelena.
Yeah.
Is a hero.
We all have things that we regret.
It feels like this is a Yelena focus trailer.
Why, she is definitely the main character.
I mean, yeah, for sure. Her and Bucky, right? Her and Bucky, for sure.
Ratturd is a play on retard. Inside joke. Wow, I'm shocked. I didn't know. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
By the way,
sorry if
I know this is random, but
Hmm?
I didn't know like Matt Jarble could watch this trailer and somehow get traumatized thinking about Superman.
he watched this trailer and he thought it was Superman.
Yeah, he essentially he watched this trailer and then said, "Family is greater than a dog." I'm like, of course, you always have Superman on the mind. I know that red underwear is traumatizing for you, because I mean,
That's oh my god.
apparently it's traumatizing. A red guy, a 6'4" guy, in
I don't think
red underwear. Holy
I don't think
shit!
Matt Jarble likes dogs. And if you don't like dogs,
I don't think he likes red underwear. Like, if only James Gunn knew that Matt Jarble's downfall would not only be balders but also red underwear. I mean, he should have had David Cornsweat naked with just underwear on. I mean, I've been bashing Jarble for the last 3 hours in Perf chat. Well, yeah, I love bashing Jarble now. I think bashing
yeah,
Jarble is like a sport, like a
yeah,
new upcoming
because
sport.
Superman broke him. I mean, he was always like this, but I think this really took him to a whole new level. It broke him. If this movie gets you talking about Superman, sorry, like this
Why
movie is
does
not
why
trash.
does a 40-year-old fucking man, or
Yeah,
sorry, man child, constantly fucking worry about what fucking randos on the internet have to say? I'm just putting that out there because this guy always likes to go back on
I
my mental health. Bitch, everybody's got fucking mental health issues, man. And you're
that's just
crying because people called you
um
out about Superman?
that's
Come on,
victim.
dude.
He's making himself the victim
Oh,
there.
he's done this before.
Yeah, I
He's
know, of
done this
course.
with much more serious things.
Yeah,
So the fact
it's
that he's
easiest
doing this with
forever.
comic book movies just really shows you how he, you know, exactly his character and what, like, anytime he gets pinned in a corner, he uses that excuse as if people don't have our own personal fucking issues, Jarbo. It's a fucking comic book movie. It's a fucking silly dude in a fucking red underwear.
Okay,
And you're losing
okay.
your goddamn fucking mind over it. It's absolutely hilarious.
okay, you don't have to like you don't have to like Superman, but making your whole mantra over it, everything over it, bashing it, doing
Every
everything,
movie
letting the whole world
being
know.
brought it somehow is going back to Superman. Like he
Yeah.
wakes up and he's like sweating from a
Oh,
fucking panic attack because he dreamed about Superman. Like what the fuck? Like
is he gonna say something Friday? Like, because everybody's expecting it, like, oh, Superman trailer's gonna drop this Friday because it's Superman Friday. I'm telling
oh,
you one thing,
I'm sure he's gonna say, oh,
it's not
there's
gonna
no
drop.
trailer.
It's not gonna
Or are they
drop.
worried? Why isn't there a
Yeah,
trailer? And all this fucking nitpicky bullshit that
yeah.
he doesn't even do with other movies, which is hilarious. Mind you, Jarble says, "Oh, I'm sick of comic book movies," but
But
he
stop.
doesn't talk about movies, huh? You go on his channel and he's just him ranting and crying and, huh, huh. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. And then he gives you this. I worked at a theater 14 years ago. He sounds like neurotic with this. I used to own a comic store. So what? Are you doing? Like working in a
Yeah,
theater
like
is not.
so what? Yeah,
He thinks working in a theater makes him an expert at the industry. Like no.
yeah. Matt Jarble, you're not even an expert in fucking like, framing a shot.
I'm
God
gonna. I can.
forbid
I'm gonna go to the
we
theater.
see another magical film in our
It makes him
lifetime.
think he's an expert in business, like his business too,
Goddamn,
right?
Neil Breen makes better movies than Matt Jarbo.
That's true.
Holy shit. I mean,
Okay.
I listen, I never used to take shits on Jarbo because I didn't think he was that bad until I saw all this stuff and I'm like, dude, you're losing your mind over a fucking superhero movie. Like, you don't even realize that you're losing your fucking mind.
And it's
Like it's actually hilarious. It's like anytime someone mentions this movie in a positive way, you always have to spin it. And it's like, listen, you cannot like the movie. That is fine. But the fact that you have to do mental gymnastics and try to
yeah.
act like you're some smart intellectual person. Jarbo, you're not a smart intellectual person. You fucking read fucking other people's news article for the last 15 fucking years. Like, seriously, you need to stop taking it serious. I mean, you're a failed YouTuber. You're fucking washed, right? We all know you're fucking washed. Yeah, he's
He is
listen,
a loco.
he is a
You're a
lolcow. It's just
loco,
that
huh?
he's a boring lolcow. That's why I mean, that's why his channel name was called Mundane Matt, right? Is because he is the
He's
most milk toast lolcow we've ever
blinded.
seen. That milk
Uh,
is fucking dry
you
powder
know,
milk.
there's supposedly China's threatening tariffs, right, on the Hollywood industry. So he talks about how Superman is going to be affected by it, possibly affected by that. I don't think says in the same thing about Fantastic Four. Like,
Yeah, or every if every
yeah,
fucking movie is now banned from China, somehow this is all gonna be Superman's fault, right?
yeah, it's all going to be Superman's fault. yeah, yeah.
Like seriously, like this is what I mean. It's like you go on fucking Matt Jarbo's Twitter, on his YouTube account.
It's a cool
It's a
guy.
fucking gold mine. It's a fucking gold mine of coping and seething because of a dude in a red underwear costume.
Hmm.
And I'm not saying that to belittle Superman. I'm saying that because it is absolutely hysterical that minor fucking creative decisions is breaking this guy's mind, as well as someone who works in the industry. Oh, I work in the industry, and
No, no,
I'm
no.
upset at James Gunn, but I'm also upset at fucking
Working
David
in a
Zaslav.
theater
That's
does
why I
not
hate Superman.
working in a theater doesn't mean you work in the industry, man.
I mean, working in the movie, I would say working in the movie theater, it's you're still seeing a different side of the industry, which is the
Yeah, but
distribution side of the
distribution
audience,
side.
which is fine, right? But again, that's a
It
different type
doesn't
of
mean
experience.
it doesn't mean you know how a studio does things,
Yeah,
right? Like
doesn't mean you know how to fucking make a
make a
movie.
movie.
It doesn't mean
Yeah,
you know how to light a fucking scene. It doesn't
yeah.
know how you
There's
mean to
no
direct or all the
doesn't know how to
different
finance a
parts.
movie. He talks about I think in one of his posts he talks they should lower they should focus on making good movies and with lower budgets or something. I mean, I don't care if a movie has a high budget and it's a good movie. That's fine to me. If a movie has a low
Mhm.
budget, it's good. I don't care. To me, I don't care how much the budget is as long as the movie's good.
I mean,
Okay.
I do think they should make cheaper movies.
Yeah,
But
but
they shouldn't look like
this guy wants AI to do
Jarbo
everything.
choking a dude with a fucking
This
plastic bag. You know what I mean? Like,
You know what Jarbo. This is Jarbo. Okay, this is what Jarbo so obsessed with AI. You're gonna see the industry make robot versions of the top actresses. It's gonna be illegal. You're not gonna actually have the human version. Like the next, like Avengers, like in 2040, when the next Avengers movie comes out, you're not gonna have like well, Robert Downey Jr. might be dead by then, but whatever. So,
mm,
so they
mm,
might have who's young. Okay, like I would go with Haley Steinfeld, right? Haley Steinfeld will still be probably around 40 around that time. But instead of having the actual Haley Steinfeld, have like a robot version of her, and in that one will act instead of the actual Haley
jeez.
Steinfeld. That Jarbo's gonna be for all for that. Just watch. He's gonna be like that. You know, we're not leave the actors.
I mean,
Just have robot
I've noticed with a lot of people, listen, I'm not even anti AI, right? I think it has its problems. I think it has its pros, like anything in
Yeah,
life. Definitely leaning more to the con side though. But Jarbo, like I always felt like the reason why he
I think
embraced this AI is because
he is AI.
he deep down inside is so embarrassed that he spent a lot of his life trying to make movies, trying to make art in quotations. But he's failed. He's a washed artist. And you want to know why, Jarbo? You want to know why, Jarbo? It's because you don't have any fucking interesting life experience.
Yeah,
You literally your only claim to fame was reading fucking news articles. Like most of us are all gonna be fucking irrelevant on YouTube, but it's fine because we do this as a fucking hobby. Meanwhile, Jarbo is still thinking he can get there one day. He can get there one
he
day.
was
We
there
know
one day.
Jarbo.
He had like, then he fucked it all up.
Well, he fucked it all up. That's on him.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Like
he's still like that. He's learned absolutely fucking nothing from fucking collecting boulders. And listen, if he I would love to debate Jarbo. I mean, it would probably go to fucking hell. But my goal is not to fucking win anybody over, right? Because first off, Jarbo is just to show you guys how fucking deep rooted and fucking this guy will never fucking change his position,
no,
right? He
nope.
always thinks he's fucking right in everything, right? And then it's always a fucking backtrack when what he says is wrong. It's never okay. You know what? I'll take the L. Okay, I was wrong here. You know, I didn't like this, and I go into detail. It's always to spite people. He wrote an entire article to spite people who like comic books because he got
Yeah,
sick and tired of fucking people telling him he was wrong. Huh? I mean, this guy, the fucking audacity of this guy, right? It's like the article doesn't bring up any sort of statistics, facts, nothing. I read the article, okay?
yeah, he
I
did.
read that fucking shitty article that I'm sure was generated by ChatGPT. I know for sure that Jarvo didn't write that for shit, right? Because again, he uses AI for everything. He claims he was a good writer. I'm sure, right? I'm sure you were Jarbo, coming up with ideas like a fat dude strangling another fat dude. You know what I mean? Like, get the fuck out of here, Jarbo, man. Get the fuck out of here. And yeah, he is our I don't know, dead lolcow, dried up lolcow.
Yeah, you'll see him on the Keemstar and Boogie and
Well,
all
they
stuff.
wouldn't want to work with fucking Matt Jarbo. Keemstar hates fucking Matt Jarbo.
I don't think Keemstar likes anybody. I think he just uses people.
No,
But
he specifically hates Matt Jarbo because
uh,
Matt Jarbo said that Keemstar swatted him, and
oh
and then apparently they got over it, and then Keemstar just went right back to fucking hating Matt Jarbo, which I cannot blame anybody for hating Matt Jarbo
no,
because Matt Jarbo is a slimy fucking dude. When you
yeah,
have,
he is.
I'm sorry.
He
I'm
is.
sorry, folks.
Lena, when I look at you, I don't see your mistakes.
Redemption.
That's why we need each other.
Red is saying he is a
Okay,
cool dude. I think you're a cool
I
dude
want.
too, Red.
I want to understand why do they need to be? I know these characters. Why do they need to be redeemed? What does Elena have to redeem for? She doesn't.
Well,
All
she
the
is an
bad things.
assassin.
That's true. But okay, what does Bucky have to redeem for? I think he's got over that.
Assa-
He doesn't.
well, I think he's gotten over that too, and that's probably why he's the leader.
Yeah.
King.
Oh, maybe he's there to help. Maybe inspiration,
Yeah, he's there to like
advice. Yeah.
inspire them, maybe.
Moral support, stuff like that. Yeah. Um,
Taskmaster's the one I'm curious about because I know people think that he's gonna die.
I
I
honestly, I'm surprised Ghost came. I never thought Ghost would be back in the MCU after Ant-Man lost. I thought
yeah,
Ghost was done.
I
Same
think
with
that was them
Taskmaster.
just trying to think of female villain characters
They
that they
had
still had around.
they had such a great idea how they could have done Taskmaster for Black Widow. They could have used Tony Masters, and he could have been a former Agents of
Well,
Shield.
well, this is my theory for this movie. Probably not true, but I mean, people have been pointing out why is Taskmaster being edited out of trailers, out of posters?
And why
Very
was I mean I
suspicious.
know also don't forget the actress's name. I mean look, they didn't announce everybody at the live stream,
Mhm.
but all the other members got announced. Thunderbolts, the
Yeah, except for yeah, the actress who plays
that's not a
Taskmaster.
coincidence, man. That's like that's not like that's something's up there, right?
Yeah,
Like
something. And so this is
yeah,
my theory, right? Because again, I'm not sure if it's in this trailer, but there's a shot of the characters walking out, and there's two places that are empty, right? And we know Marvel edits their trailers to remove characters and to change
yeah,
things to be
yeah.
misleading, right? So something makes me think I don't think Taskmaster dies. I think personally, Taskmaster is a different person. And the reason why I say this is because Taskmaster was on the Thunderbolts
Yes.
during the King in Black. So here's the thing, right? People did not like the fact that Taskmaster was a woman. And I kind of understand, like, I mean, the whole change of it, it wasn't really just that she was not a woman.
It's,
It was the fact that there was a character in Black Widow that was barely in the movie. Like I think he only has two scenes in the movie, and they never explain his relationship with Natasha at all.
oh, I think I know what you're talking
Very
about.
weird.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. I forget his name, but yeah, I
Yeah,
know you're
he has,
talking.
and his name is very similar. I think not similar. I think I could be wrong, right? Because I think Taskmaster, the Ultimate Taskmaster, has a different name than the 616 one, because we know he's Tony Masters, right?
Yeah,
Um, but I'll have to look this up again, but
I
I
mean,
think the Ultimate Taskmaster goes by a different name. Someone could correct me if I'm
I mean,
wrong, but
they had such a great idea to do Tony Masters. I mean, they could have done this, but they
yeah.
didn't have to do the daughter, but what they could have done. I said it so many times. They could have Tony Masters as Taskmaster and Black Widow, where he was a former Shield whatever agent.
Well, he could have been a
Something
former Winter Soldier or
or
something.
so yeah, something went wrong, and he didn't like certain things. He decided, you know what, I'm gonna be like a freelancer or something like that. You know, like a
Right.
more and where he has
Yeah,
a
because
connection, with Natasha. He should still have a connection in some way with Natasha. They could have done that.
because I know Taskmaster doesn't the Taskmaster that we know doesn't talk, right?
No, she doesn't
So
talk.
so yeah, and
She's
she's
like
not really in the
she's
trailer.
like she's like Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes, because Bucky doesn't talk in the Winter Soldier. Like I don't think he says one word.
No. Yeah, I mean, something is definitely up with
They
Taskmaster.
they try to recreate that with the character, and like it didn't work.
Mhm.
Right? It was very
I
similar.
mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it is a different person. Because if you think about it, Marvel has done this before, where anytime there is like a big eh,
Yeah.
if there's a big point in contention, they usually walk it back. Like I don't even really remember what major twist Marvel hasn't walked back, to be honest. Right? I mean,
Mhm.
maybe the only one is Ralph Boner. Like Ralph Boner was a pretty bad fucking twist in my opinion, right? That's one that everybody was pissed off at. Taskmaster, I feel like everybody was pretty pissed off too. Same thing with the Mandarin. They walked the fuck back for Mandarin on everything.
Yeah, Mandarin was yes.
So and I didn't even mind Taskmaster, but they definitely or not Taskmaster, sorry, the Mandarin, the twist
Yeah.
from Iron Man 3. I didn't mind it. I thought it made sense.
That's gonna be
Because
funny
again,
seeing
it's
him
like
again.
the Mandarin. clearly didn't
And
set up the Mandarin like
you know
he was in
what?
the comics.
He's become a likable character. Like Shang-Chi became a likable character,
Mm.
and hopefully Wonder Man is likable.
Yeah, so this is kind of my theory, right? Because again, going back to Taskmaster on the Thunderbolts in the comics, like essentially what happened was the Thunderbolts were during the King in Black, so it was like a symbiote invasion when Null came down and all that stuff. They were
Hmm.
tasked to go in and basically take all the symbiotes down. The problem was they all knew that's fucking impossible. They couldn't fucking do it, right? They're all like, we're all gonna fucking die, right? And I can't remember who exactly was on the team, but they all pretty much got wiped out. And Taskmaster was like, listen, I'm not even here to complete the mission. I'm here to get the fuck out, right? And he was the leader. So something makes me think maybe that's something they might
Also,
implement in this story where
also,
Taskmaster is
uh,
more like, I'm just gonna fucking do what I
why?
can to get the fuck out.
Also,
Could be possible.
in the elevator, you see the elevator open, but you don't see Taskmaster now. Obviously, this
Mhm.
elevator has a certain amount of people. I mean, but fit in. But I think you could fit 6 people in there in an elevator. Done if
Yeah.
possible. I guess it's because Red Guardian U.S. agent Bucky Barnes look big. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, they probably weigh a ton too.
Yeah, maybe that's why. I don't know. I mean, like this. Come on, like if there's a Thunderbolts team, you would all 6 of them. Is it a team of 6? Five. All of them should be in the elevator at the same time.
Mhm.
Matt
Yeah,
Garbo,
I
Wawa.
yeah, I do.
Shut up.
Yeah. No, I ain't no fucking. How come that didn't pop up on my?
Oh,
Oh, it
really?
just popped up now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. Definitely. Listen, I ain't no ball washing for Garbo. Hell, fucking no.
And the Taskmaster costume did not look. Oh, the Ghost new costume does not look good. Phew.
Yeah, I didn't like the fact that Taskmaster and Ghost, like their costume looks way too similar. It's just
And,
one has
and,
eyes and one doesn't. This
and,
is very
and,
weird.
and they're not good.
No, I definitely okay. Listen, this is another side tangent. Um, I kind of understand, or I feel like the MCU costumes are way too similar. Like
Yeah.
everybody has like a similar costume, and this is a perfect example. Have you ever looked at the costume for Daredevil and Wolverine?
Yeah, they're very little bit
It
similar.
is
Yeah.
identical. No, no, no.
Yeah.
It's not similar. It's identical. Like it's actually shocking. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, is Daredevil essentially a recolor of Wolverine's costume? Like, it has the same chest design, the same I'll show you example. I'm not kidding. It is identical. It's just a recolor.
Hmm.
So I kind of wish they would stop doing that because everybody does have like unique costumes in the comics. And I kind of wish the costumes represented the characters a little bit more. Like, not everything needs to be the same.
Yeah. Well, let's finish this trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Ghost. Is that Ghost?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Ghost.
We can't stop him alone.
He doesn't die, so they can't spoil that.
Mhm.
No one can.
Like, how's a team of a bunch of humans just? I mean, I know Ghost could teleport, but how's a bunch of team of humans? Because like this, if you look at the comics version of Century, this team cannot beat a comic version of Century. I'm sorry, like
Right.
Century just you need
Well, I
you would
think
need people
well,
with
I
powers.
think they're not going to beat Sentry.
Oh, really?
No. I don't think they're going to beat Sentry.
They're gonna have to try to talk like with when Sam talked down Red Hawk.
I don't know if they're gonna do that exactly, but I think there's gonna be some. I just have a feeling that they're not the reasons why the void switches off. Um, and maybe that might be something that's explored in Avengers a little bit. Is like maybe they might have the
Yeah.
void go up against Doctor Doom. But again, I don't know. We again, I'm very curious to see how they handle Sentry. Like this, like that's a part of why I want to watch the movie. Is like,
Yeah,
okay,
yes. The thing is, if they do manage to talk him down, defeat him, and if he is in the Doomsday, how would a Void come out again? or you're able to control it. That's
Maybe not. Maybe maybe Sentry
because
gets caged by Doom.
yeah, because
I mean,
there's a very similar character like Sentry, Magnus, right? The
yeah,
Guardian.
yeah. Adam Warlock has a split personality. That's what
Yeah,
I
but
was saying
I don't think
before.
they're gonna do that because he has a Soul Stone. Does he need a Soul Stone for that?
I mean, they did.
I don't think they're gonna do it though.
No, not really, because they did do that in the game, right? The game also introduced
But did
Magnus
he?
as well.
But he did have a Soul Stone in the game. Doesn't he have it in his head or something? I don't know.
No, I
I
don't
don't
think he
remember.
does.
But I don't think they're gonna do Magnus in the MCU because I don't think
No.
well, there's no signs. There was no signs of like a little bit of signs of a different personality from Warlock.
But
Yeah,
we
I
can
mean they
find a
still
way.
could, but
Yeah,
the
yeah.
thing is, that's not something they would just randomly introduce in an Avengers movie if Adam Warlock does show up. Which something makes me do think. I mean, Adam Warlock is in Marvel Rivals. I don't see why they wouldn't want to
I mean,
have
he's still
Adam
relatively
Warlock.
young in the MCU, right? Like
Yeah,
in the game, Adam Warlock's not young. He's a grown man. Like
yeah, I still think they could. I mean, there's a lot of stuff they could do with Adam Warlock still. So
yeah.
Together.
Wait.
Together.
You know this? Have you
No
noticed
one
something
can.
here? I'm gonna
But
try to
we
stop
can
here. Talk about Taskmaster. Taskmaster again.
find a
When
way.
it starts. Okay. He's blinded.
not here.
Exactly.
I mean, there is that little. I mean, the thing is, this is not the shot I was talking about, but this does seem like there would
Yeah.
be someone at the end of Red Guardian, but it was not a shot like this. It was clearly you could tell that there's two people missing from.
But it would be Taskmaster, right? Like Taskmaster, we've seen the other like Taskmaster, unless something happens to Taskmaster. Something
I
happens.
think the reason why they because here's the thing, right? Why would Taskmaster be removed if
Yeah.
they're in the shot, right? And that's because, and my theory is because
Yeah.
they have their helmet removed, and their helmet reveals that they are not the same person as the Taskmaster from the Black Widow movie.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
I
my
mean,
theory.
that's a good theory because there's definitely something up here. Like,
Yeah, because they're not in anything. I know people are saying they're going to die and stuff.
and that could
I
be the
mean, I
case.
think
That could
that
be the
could be
case.
the case, but I think that's a little too obvious.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, it is too obvious.
And also, here's the thing, right? Killing Taskmaster would just mean you're going to introduce another Taskmaster. Like Taskmaster is like a
Like Indian.
pretty, I would say, like a top tier Marvel villain. Like
Well,
he's not
not
like the top tier Marvel villain, but he's definitely like in
no.
the running of a top tier Marvel villain for sure.
He's yeah. He's dangerous, and he's
He
yeah.
gets
For sure.
around a lot. He goes up
Yeah.
against
I mean,
Spider-Man.
he was in the
He goes up
Spider-Man
against so
game,
many. Yeah, he goes up against so many characters that I feel like, why would you get rid of Taskmaster? Like,
and
it's a dumb idea.
he's been in video games. Like he was in the Spider-Man game, the Avengers game.
Yeah,
MCU has villains that are a lot less popular than Taskmaster.
for sure, for sure.
Together.
Oh, she walks into the
Marvel
void.
Studios Thunderbolts.
She's trying to talk him down. That's what the Warriors try to talk him down. Disaster.
He could talk him down. I mean, there could be some similarities between her and Sentry,
It might
so
be
maybe
pain,
there's
yeah.
that.
Yeah. Oh, that's a solid trailer. I
Yeah,
like
I
this
mean,
one.
I'm still skeptical of the movie a little bit. I think they had a missed opportunity, to they should have just done a straight up adaptation of the original Thunderbolts, but you know what? The movie so far, the marketing, I think, has been pretty good. I think they've established that hey, the humor is going to be a little bit different. The Sentry, I think, looks more compelling than what we all originally thought it was going to be. Which was just he was just going to be like enchantress, like he's just going to switch to evil mode, and there's no any depth or anything like that. And I don't think
Yeah,
that's what they're doing here. I think there is something else going on. Because again, they did reveal all of this, but they're still kind of show like hiding pieces of it.
for sure. I mean, well, 5 days. I mean, this is old. This is only 4 or 5 days ago. I mean, it was
Mhm.
tracking for like lower than Captain America: Brave New World
Yeah,
over, right? That's 5 days ago.
which I'm
There's
not
nobody up.
surprised.
Yeah,
I think if
yeah.
anything, the tracking will still stay the same. And because if you remember, Guardians of the Galaxy got good reviews, but it didn't track well. And then it was like, um, I think it was lower than the Volume 2, but it was still higher than the first movie, I believe. And
Mhm.
a lot of people were like, "Oh, that's not great, right?" Because I mean, it's not going to make a lot of money, right, with that opening. But then it made 800 million. It legged out, so it could be possible
Yeah,
that. And this movie is going to have an early premiere. Believe
it
it's
is. It is.
is it next week or
It's next week.
okay, yeah. So if they
I,
can put up
I
the
believe.
reviews and the reviews are good,
I
maybe
believe
this movie will
this.
have legs.
I believe the social embargo is 22nd.
Okay.
22nd or 23rd, and I believe the actual embargo, because there's two embargoes. There's the social embargo and there's like the actual review embargo, right?
Hmm.
I think it's the 29th, which is 3 days before the movie,
Hmm.
right? May 2nd. Technically, it's really 2 days. I mean, they always advertise movies come out Friday, but they really do come out Thursdays.
Yeah. I mean, Captain America released its embargo, I think, what, a day before or of the same
Yeah.
day, which is usually not a good sign. I know
Captain America just
sometimes,
did okay at the box office. It did okay.
yeah, yeah, it did okay. I mean, by no means though was Captain America
I mean,
like
the
the
difference, the
success
difference between
that Marvel wanted it to be
The
though.
difference between Captain America and this movie, Captain America, they started promoting like 2 or 3 months a lot. This movie, they wrap it up in the last month.
Yeah. I think they're a little bit more confident in this movie.
Yeah, that's true too.
So they want if this movie has good reviews, people go see it opening
Um,
weekend.
and
M-
they
What's
do
coming
say the
out in
test.
May?
Oh,
Lilo and Stitch at the end of the month. That's
Lilo
still until
Stitch,
the end of the month.
Lilo Stitch is. I mean, Disney. Like it's a Disney movie, Lilo Stitch, right? So,
Hmm.
I
But I
mean,
mean,
Lilo Stitch.
it could end up being like Guardians of the Galaxy. That's basically what I'm
Yeah,
trying to say.
Lilo Stitch is gonna make a lot of money. It's gonna
Mhm.
cost $1 billion. I'm saying that.
Oh
And then
yeah, for
Disney is.
sure. Because I'm gonna go see it, which I
Yeah,
don't usually go see the Disney remakes, but I like Lilo and Stitch. So.
it's just what's this? With this movie, there's likable people. People that like Florence Pugh. People like David Harbour. And
Mhm.
they have stats. I mean, look, Ghost is not going to sell anything here. Taskmaster. It's going to be
No.
they're relying on Sebastian Stan and Florence Pugh to sell the movie. Okay,
Well, I
and
think they're going to rely on. Yelena's not that big of a character to rely
but
on.
Florence Pugh is like she's it's Florence Pugh, right? Like
Yeah, but she's not like a big draw. She's been in various
um,
different things, but I don't think she's a draw for a movie. Like
uh,
what movie has she been in where she was the lead in that movie,
oh,
it's gang numbers. She hasn't really had that yet. She's been in movies that have definitely I mean, she was in Oppenheimer, right? But
that's
it was
ensemble.
she was not like yeah,
Yeah,
she was not a
I mean,
lead in
she
that
was
movie.
doing. She's not a lead, and she's not
No,
gonna be
she
right.
was barely in Dune.
Well, she'll
What the
probably be.
hell?
I think she'll be more in Dune 3.
I mean, yeah, but she was counting Dune as like that's doesn't even make sense. She only has like what I can't even remember. Was it just the ending scene
No, she was in a couple scenes
or a
within
couple of
the
scenes?
ending.
But I mean, yeah, her character's more focused on the third movie. But I completely forgot her character in Dune Part Two.
Yeah,
But I
I
mean, yeah,
mean,
she's not like a
Bucky.
lead drama. so far.
It's probably gonna be rely on Sebastian Stan because he's an MCU guy for a long time, and he is
Yeah.
nominated for thing Trump. He is. I mean, I don't think he's the
Bucky
biggest star anymore.
is a popular Marvel
Yeah,
character for sure.
definitely. And
Um,
Florence and Yelena's getting up there because the man sent for Florence Pugh.
I think they're going to try to push when the reviews come out
and
that this movie is going to bridge the gap
and
between the
she doesn't
current
have
phase and Doomsday. That's my guess of what they're going to try
and
to push
Yelena.
it to be.
Yelena doesn't have the stands like Black Widow or Scarlet Witch have, but she
Mhm.
might be on her way there. She
Yeah,
might be the next her in Hawkeye.
but I don't think that's what's going to make people rush
No,
to the movie. I think
no,
there is something that's going to bridge the gap, and the gap is that the whole talk of, well, and they're not really doing a good job of it, but what is the asterisk means? I think we've pretty
yeah.
much guessed what the asterisk means, but I think they should have played that up more. They are playing it up a little bit, but we know that they're the Avengers. They're the new Avengers. Okay, like the Dark Avengers in quotations. 'Cause they're not the Dark Avengers, but
I mean, they should have Anthony Mackie in this be like as a cameo, be like, we're the Avengers, not you.
yeah, but they're the sort of acting Avengers. And
Yeah,
considering the public, and I do wonder if this movie will make mention of Daredevil. We know that they can't show Kingpin, but
can
could they
they?
mention? Yeah, they said that Kingpin cannot appear in a
No.
Marvel movie.
Oh,
Yeah,
but
he's
because
a
Daredevil
Sony
still
owned character.
can. Oh, so it's, oh, really?
Yeah.
So Kingpin classifies as a Spider-Man character.
Well, I think King I okay, so Kingpin is like a shared character,
Okay,
but I don't know when he first appeared. So it could be something like this, right? It could be that, which this could be the case, that Kingpin first appeared in a Spider-Man comic.
so you
I'll
say
have to do
King?
some research because I don't know. I actually don't know
Well,
where Kingpin
he's a
debuted.
Sonic. So technically, they don't need MCU's permission to put him in Spider-Man 4, right?
No, no, they don't need permission. No. Sony can put Kingpin. Well, Sony can put Kingpin in any movie they want.
Yeah. Oh well, they're not going to make any Spider-Man
They
movies.
just obviously it can't be Vincent D'Onofrio. Like that's the thing. If it's Vincent D'Onofrio, then I do think they both have to sign
Oh,
off on it. But if it's their own version of Kingpin, I don't think they need to go to Marvel for
yeah,
it.
that's stupid.
Yeah, I think Disney owns the rights to the animated version of Kingpin and the TV rights to Kingpin, and Sony owns the movie rights for both animated and live action. That's why he was in the Spider-Verse movie. And by the way, Vincent D'Onofrio did come out and say this too as well. He said the reason why I can't appear in the movies is because Marvel does not own the movie rights to Kingpin.
Okay, that'd be negotiated. If they, I don't. That'd be negotiated, obviously.
I think at some point we're going to have to get Vincent D'Onofrio in a Spider-Man movie, though.
Yeah, because you watch Daredevil, they're talking about this anti-vigilante thing, being like, yeah, look, Kingpin has a vendetta against Daredevil. They don't like each other, but sorry, but but Spider-Man does a lot more than Daredevil as a vigilante. He can do a lot more.
Mhm.
He's a
Well,
bigger
you
superhero.
know what I think Marvel should do? This is my ultimate cope dream, okay? Because we were talking about it earlier. Where are the defenders, right? I think what they should do is they should make a defenders movie instead of a TV show. And then this
Mhm.
way they can have Spider-Man because Marvel would have a deal to have Spider-Man appear in a movie.
Yeah,
And on top of that too, I just don't, because here's the thing, right? There are definitely, you can have the original Defenders, you can have Colleen Wing and Misty Knight, but you're kind of missing two characters. And you're
yeah,
missing two big characters. And I don't really see them using Oscar Isaac in a TV show for
Well,
quite some time.
there's a rumor Moon Knight 2 actually may happen.
Well, I think it is going to happen, but I think he's a street level character.
The actress who plays what's her name, Scarlet,
Oh
whatever.
yeah, the Scarlet Scarab or Scarab, I
Yeah,
forgot. Forgot the fucking
Scarlet
character.
Scarab, whatever.
Yeah,
I
whatever
think
it is.
she was asked about Moon Knight season 2. She said she can't say anything. So to me, that sounds like Moon Knight 2 season 2 is actually happening. Like,
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it does happen. It's
yeah,
Moon Knight. I mean, there's so many stuff. I mean, Moon Knight is a
I
rising
I
character. Why wouldn't they do something with him?
I don't think Moon Knight's gonna be in Avengers. I don't think Daredevil's gonna be in
Nope.
Avengers. Um,
I think Moon Knight belongs in the Defender space, as he should be.
yeah. Um, I'm curious about Blade. I don't know. I mean,
But Blade is in eh,
Marvel Zombies. Blade is actually making his debut in Marvel
yeah.
Zombies. Marshall Ali.
Oh, my phone's about to die. But that's my theory. I think they should make a Defenders movie. And I think they should get those two guys. Degrassi just put their names in the chat.
Brent
I think
Benson and
they should make a movie for sure. They're
yeah.
not playing with any other MCU toys next season. So yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised by that either.
Who's the
I
only
think
MCU?
eventually, I think the payoff is that they will.
What's Swordmaster the only one from MCU that appeared in Netflix? No, the uncle or the father. Right, the father,
Mhm.
right? The father from
Yeah, yeah,
Comic
yes. Yeah, he was in it too, yeah.
and Swordmaster.
Mhm.
Also, well, he calls himself Swordmaster in the show, but he's not really the comic version of Swordmaster.
I think there's
It's
going to be a
funny.
while until we get Defenders. Because I think that's going to be the payoff.
I'm surprised he doesn't want revenge against Kate Bishop for embarrassing him. Whatever. Like, he got embarrassed by a Wookiee. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And nobody mentioned like who's running Bishop? Who's running the Bishop company now that the mother's in prison? Who's running that? Who's in charge? Like, I want to know that. Oh yeah. His phone died, guys. Uh, yeah, I mean, obviously, it's probably gonna be the Netflix heroes. Uh, yeah, his phone died. Blind's phone died. I have to. It's almost 12 anyway. I should end it. Uh, I'll find something to talk about tomorrow, for sure, guys. Tomorrow's Thursday, right? Yeah, I'll find something to talk about. I'm glad the trailer came out today because the only thing I was going to talk about from the Thunderbolts was projected opening box office on the stream. So I'm glad the trailer came out today so we could talk more about have more things to talk about this movie. But I believe this weekend I'll probably have a lot of Star Wars talk. A lot of Star Wars talk. But I don't know what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. I'll figure. No defense. Oh, but tomorrow I'll have to find something to talk about. I'll probably make a video on something. Maybe my video tomorrow will be Mikey Madison. Is that her name? Mikey Madison rejecting a role to be in Star Wars. The Sean Levy Star Wars. Maybe that'll be my video tomorrow. It probably won't be the stream won't be about that. It'll just be a video. Oh, totally the Lobo picks are bunk. That'll probably be my video tomorrow. Mikey Madison turning down Star Wars. Unless something major popped up tomorrow where I feel like making a video. I mean, I could have made a video. I could have made a video on her turning down Star Wars today. But I was busy watching stuff. Oh, by the way, you see my short? My short? You want to see my short? Yeah, I mentioned that stuff. Like I obviously said it's not Lobo because of the scythe or whatever it was, the axe. So that really meant to like that could be creme, right? That could be creme. You just see my short on my Thor thing. Yeah. All right. So I'll definitely have a video up tomorrow. I'll definitely have a stream up tomorrow. I'll definitely have a video up Friday. I'm gonna try to do a video every day. Sometimes I'll do 2 video days if something caught my attention. I really want to talk about make a video on sometimes, but I'm gonna try to do a video every single day, if not every other day. Okay, and I expect the weekend to be a little bit busy with Star Wars. They already announced a game. Okay, they announced a game for Star Wars, an upcoming game. I think it's going to be more about that, but that's all I know. So, what do I expect? Hopefully, some movie news and some TV stuff. I don't care about the video game side of things. I care about the movie side of things of Star Wars and the TV side of things of Star Wars. I expect Ahsoka. Thank you, Degrassi. You too. But yeah, I'll probably talk about Mikey Mouse and turning down Star Wars. And don't tell me because Ahsoka news tomorrow, and maybe Ahsoka. Yeah, if Ahsoka news drops tomorrow, I'll talk about. Maybe if Ahsoka news does talk about drop tomorrow, maybe I'll add it into the Mikey Masson video. Make it combine the 2 topics into one. Okay, maybe that's what I plan to do. Not separate them, make it into one. And if that's the case, maybe I'll make a Star Wars live stream. If not, if I don't feel like doing a live stream, I might look at. I might detract somebody on Daredevil. But yeah, so if Ahsoka news does drop tomorrow, I'll combine it with the Mikey Madison news. And if there's more than this Ahsoka news tomorrow, and I'll add that to everything. I'll make right. So yeah, okay, guys, like, share, subscribe.